Hi, I'm John Temple. I'm the founder of Temenos Stream. This quick video is to give you an overview of how to get your first stream into the app. Let's start. I'm going to share my screen here. There we are. When you start off with the app, it'll automatically bring you to the My Dreams pane. And over time, as you add dreams, they'll get added in here and they'll look like this. This is my account, so I've got a bunch of dreams in here. When you want to start with your first dream, all you have to do, or any dream, is press the red button. Now you can record a dream. In this dream, I saw a king and a queen on a shore overlooking the ocean where there was a platform and a seal was making his case to the court. So that was a dream I had a little bit ago, and immediately you can see that the app has transcribed my recording into text for me. I can play the recording back if I want to at any point, if I want to kind of check on, well, what was that word again? So that's pretty easy. And I can edit it. So if I click on edit, I can take out that first sentence that isn't really required. Where I just say, okay, in this dream, I saw a king and a queen on a shore overlooking the ocean. And I'm done. So first thing I can do is, after editing that, I can give it a name, call it the sealed dream. It has noted the time and date automatically for me. If I want to change it, I can just click on it, change it. Then I can go in and I can put in context. So if I want to remind myself of what I did yesterday that might have prompted this dream, let's say I went for a walk with a friend or something important happened at work, I could put that in here so that I could remember that, which can be helpful in trying to analyze the dream eventually. I can choose symbols, and the system has already lit up for me some things that might be symbols, but I can choose the ones that I'd like to look at and understand a little bit more about. So I click on king, click on queen, click on ocean, and maybe a seal. Let's do that too. So it adds them to my little symbols list. I can do that by typing them in as well. And I could have done the whole dream by typing it in, but we're trying to just kind of make it quick and simple. The next thing I would recommend doing is going into the symbols, and you can get there either by clicking the symbols tab or clicking on any one of them. And that jumps you to kind of the first step, which is, what are your personal associations with each symbol? Now, for king and queen and ocean, I don't have really specific associations that occur to me, so I don't put anything in. But for seal, I always think of them as water dogs because they always remind me of a dog in the ocean and they always seem quite happy. So I just want to put that in as a reminder to myself. That was my personal association for that. And then once I've done that, I can click next down at the bottom, and the app will give you suggestions about what each symbol might mean and prompt you for questions to think about with each symbol. It also will, so in the case of king, I can go and expand that and read a little bit about what the king symbol might mean. I can look at past associations or past dreams that I've had with this same symbol. So I could click on that and go into that old dream if I wanted to. There are literary references, and so those are usually quotes from Carl Jung, that relate to kings. And so if you're really interested and a big fan of Carl Jung, like I am, you can go in and do a little bit more research in that respect. Queen, we've got the same thing going on there. With Queen, there was actually an additional quote. And so sometimes you'll see other quotes from other authors, from artists, from musicians, things that relate to a queen. So you can kind of see those as well. And as you go, you can just kind of look and peruse the different symbolism. And maybe in here you decide that, you know what, I don't really like that symbolism that they talk about with the ocean here. I think of it in a different way. You can just hit the little minus button and remove it. So just gone. Don't need to worry about it anymore. You can do that same thing with the literary references and or the quotes. Um, and so that's kind of it. So that gives you a chance to get the dream in, get your symbols identified. You can review the different symbols and think about what they might mean. And then if you want to take it a step farther, you can go back to that screen before and click on frameworks. And these are kind of more advanced ways of thinking about a dream. They come from a bunch of different sources, a bunch of different books. Some really well-known Jungian authors as well have identified these ways. But one of the simple ones might be you go into new knowledge. There was a Jungian named Marie Louise von Franz, and she said, the psyche doesn't waste a lot of spit telling you something you already know. And I think that's a great one. That's basically the prompt for this new knowledge, to say, what is it about this dream? What notes can you take? What is it about this dream that is something that you really don't know consciously, but that your psyche is trying to communicate to you? And so you could kind of take notes and write things about that idea in here. And then when you're done, just go on back, and there you have it. You've recorded your first dream. It's now registered in your list of dreams up there at the top. And you can work with it as you want. If you feel like it, you could also decide to share it with other people, with friends, or some people make the dreams public, and then people can comment on them, for example. Or another fun thing you can do as well is you can go in the dream and go to the part that says add image down here, and you can ask an artificial intelligence image generator to create images based on your dream. And so that's kind of fun to play with as well. But that's it. That gets you started. Look forward to seeing your dreams out there, or just knowing they're out there, that you're out here too. So thanks.